You are above 40 and you are broke. And it's not that you've not really worked hard. You've really worked hard. You've done a lot of things, that everything that you know how to do, but you are not where you want to be. I kind of understand with you. You see, things happen in life, but it's not what happens to you that matters, but how you handle what happens to you. But do you know that there can be a turnaround? Is a thing of the mind. So, if you are in that situation, or it's not that you are really broke, but you are not where you intend to be, then I think we can look at this topic together and see what we can do together to ensure that you get out of that position, and let's give ourselves the next 5 years and see what the story is going to be. If you are interested in this, then join me on the other side.
Waking up at dawnlight, breaking through, chasing dreams, no time to lose. In this race we strive and grind, motivation fuels the mind. Gonna rise up, we won't fall, breaking barriers through it all. Step by step our journey's clear, success is closer, don't you fear. Challenges we face headstrong, in this rhythm we belong. Skies are high, but so are we, building castles where we're free. Gonna rise up, we won't fall.
All right, welcome back. We said, what is the definition of success? We say success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Now, when you set to do something and you're walking towards it, you meticulously walk towards it. But you know one thing, all factors or things that lead to success are not totally under your control. That does not mean you don't take responsibility. Taking responsibility of where you are now is very, very key, because where you are today is as a result of the decisions that you have made in the past. The decision you made 5 years ago is what is making you to be where you are now. The decision you will make today will determine where you are going to be 5 years from now. So it is important that you take structured decisions. You know, we said success is not accidental. It is a series of planned events. So what are we going to be planning? What do you want to plan to change the situation? It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how broke you are now. I tell you, the story can change. But it starts with you first. Fine, you've messed up. Fine, you've done what you can do. Fine, it seems nobody is there to assist you. And I tell you, don't expect any difference except you decide to do some certain things in some certain ways. So don't worry. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things you can start doing. It helped me, and I know it will also help you. So, but before we just go on, I want to say a big thank you to as many persons that have always been with us. You joined us from the beginning when we started Financial Intelligence for Smart Parents. And here we are at about the 56th edition, and you are here on ground. Thank God for that. Now, maybe you just say this for the first time, you are interested in what we're talking about. I want you to kind of click the subscribe button so that you can watch the previous videos that we had, and then you can catch up with the previous videos. We've done quite a lot. You know, we talk about setting goals, making financial plans, making financial budget, working smart, how to teach your children to be rich, and a lot of other things like that. Psychology of money, how to trade the forex market, how to do the stock market, quite a number of things that we have done. You want to learn about that, especially with this new phase that you are going into. So click on the subscribe button, and also click on that bell, the notification bell, so that anytime we come online, you're going to get an alert. It's going to alert you that we are online. All right. So having said that, let's go into what we have together. It does not matter how bad it is. It's all about you. I know you're going to tell me, you don't understand. I have failed and failed over and over again. But you know the interesting thing? One of my mentors once told me, he said success is moving from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Wow. You want to look at moving from failure to failure? You see, every great man that you see out there failed at one point in time or the other. But it got to a time where they were able to break through, maybe because they got an information that led to their transformation, or someone, a mentor, was able to hold them by the hand and take them out of that situation. Maybe that is just what you need. This video that you are watching now could be the only thing that you need that will inspire you. Don't see this as a motivation at all. I want you to see it as something that will inspire you to take a new step, a new bold step. You see, when you talk about success and how people around you that you say, oh, this person is successful, this person is doing well. You see, success means something different to every one of us. What is success to you? You must be able to define success, what it means to you. That you have, it's not until you have $1 million in your account or something. You see, there are some things that you say, this is what I want to do. You see a teacher that says, I want to teach and help children to graduate well in school, and is doing that. That teacher is successful. So, what does success mean to you? No matter where you are, no matter the state and situations of things with you, I want you to have that mindset that starting from this moment, you want to draw a new trajectory. You want to draw a new course. You want to chart a new course for yourself. And if you will walk with me believing, I tell you, you will surely get to that goal. It just needs you. I don't need anybody to believe me. I just need you. It's not your spouse. It's not people that have talked down on you. It's not people that have made you to think you can't do it. It's you that needs to believe in yourself. You see, at a point in time in my own life, I got to a point, living a very good paying job, started a business. And when I do the business, very great business, great ideas, and you see it seems to go on well. Then suddenly somewhere, something happens. At least there was a time government policies affected one of the businesses I was doing. Sometimes it's betrayal by friends, business partners. It comes in different forms. And at a point, I was so frustrated. I sat down, I was looking. God, but I prayed before I started this. I fasted, I prayed, I asked God. People will say you did it without talking to me. No, don't tell me that. Why is this thing happening to me? Why will I start? After all, God, you said, whatsoever I lay my hands on will prosper. Then what is happening? But some people will tell you, oh, maybe you didn't do this. Maybe it's your sin of your father. It's a sin of this, and so on and so forth. But let me tell you, if you are walking right with God, failure is nothing new. You know why? Let me shock you. You see, at the point when I was dazed, just like you were, that I got this scripture that says, the righteous will fall 7 times, and 7 times he will rise up again. I said, what? He said the righteous is not a sinner now. It has nothing to do with whatsoever. He said the righteous man will fall 7 times, but 7 times he will rise again. I know what God told me. He said, anytime you do business, you think it's a great idea and something went wrong, and you have the wit, the power to get up again to face another business, know that I'm involved. You won't get down and stay down. You will get down and fire up. And that's what you need to do. There's another formula that I use for my investment. Especially when I do investment and it goes wrong. Ecclesiastes 11, I call it my ECC 11 formula. He said, if you go read it in New NIV version, it says, invest in 7 venture. In fact, in 8, for you never know which one. Now, it comes to my mind, I said, so God knows that probability of success in a business or in an investment is 1/7. Invest in 7 venture. In fact, in 8, for you never know which one. That's what probability is 1/7. But many a times we stop at number 2. Some make it big at number 1. Some hit it at number 2. Some hit it at number 5. Some it might be number 7. But there are many persons that should hit it at number 7 that give up. Don't give up. That success is still yours to take. Let's go see step by step what you need to begin to do now to achieve that success. Let's look at a 5-year work plan for you to start again. I know you are currently doing something. It might not just be enough, but then we will leverage on where you are now to get to where you want to go. So this plan focuses on practical steps to transition from being cashless to financial stability and wealth within the next 5 years. It also incorporates skill acquisition, financial discipline, investment strategies, and business development. I want you to pay attention and let's see how we can work this out together. You see, let's take it year by year. I want to assume that this is your year 1. And everything starts, the foundation. He said, if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? So let's start with the foundation. Can we build a right foundation for the next 5 years? In talking about the foundation, we talk about your mindset. I tell you, everything starts with mindset reprogramming. You have to think. You see, there's a way you are thinking right now that is keeping you where you are. He said, as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. So, and how you continue to think will continue to determine the kind of results that you will get. So you need a kind of mindset reprogramming. At a point, I met with a great coach and mentor, David Imonite. And as at that time, I was so broke, having one of my business line failed, I was so down. And then this man came and he was telling me, I need to read some books. What are you talking about? We are talking about being broke, no money. Is this the time for me to be reading book? I mean, I'm a chartered accountant. Do you know what I'm talking about? Which book do I want to read again? But then he made me to understand. He said, I need a mindset reprogramming. And then he gave me something which I'm going to give you right now. And I want you to write this down. There's an audio that I would like you to put down right now. Write it down. It is called The Strangest Secret. The Strangest Secret. And then the second one is The Magic of Believing. You can just go on YouTube. You will see those 2 audios. Please listen to them. Listen to it in the morning and the evening. In the morning and in the evening. Continue to listen to it. It will help your mind to reprogram. Then you need some books to help you. I'm not talking of physics, chemistry, or maths. I'm talking about books that lots of people have read to become successful. The first one is Rich Dad Poor Dad. The second one is The Richest Man in Babylon. There's another one, The Psychology of Money. Anything that you want to give your attention, you must be intentional about it. So if you want to give your attention to build in the next 5 years, you must be intentional. And anything, where are you going to get that thing? What is going to help you? You need to read books, get knowledge about this money. Have you really read about money? You know people are making money. Have you really read money? Being a graduate does not mean you understand money. You understand the principles of money. Understand what cash flow is. All right. So when you get these books, you give yourself, guy, this is not the time. This first year, especially the first 6 months, is not the period to make money. See, put making money at the back end. Think of personally developing your mental ability. Your mental ability is what brought you to this level. For you to get to another level, you need a mindset reprogramming. You need to feed your mind and begin to think higher than where you are. So the next thing you need to look at is income generation. So after the first 3-6 months, please make sure you read, you look at videos, you watch videos online. This is the most important part, guys. This is the most, especially if you are above 40, you're listening to me and you are broke or you consider yourself you've not achieved yet. See, this aspect is the most important aspect. If you can get this, I tell you, within the next 1 month, you will know whether you are on track or not. And you come together. I wish you join our group where you can tell us your success story and we can encourage you as you go on. So the next thing you begin to do is you begin to learn high income skills. You see, the kind of income skills, sometimes I've seen people say, go and learn how to do, how to tie gele, that's how to tie a tie, how to make facial, those are good skills. But there's what we call the high income skill. Oh, go and learn how to make soap. Making soap is good, is a good skill, but it is not an high income skill, especially if you are doing it at a very low level. So what are high income skills? Skills that have the potential to pay you in dollars. So what example of them are something like digital marketing? Go learn digital marketing, go online. Just type on YouTube how to begin digital marketing. You will get it. Learn forex trading. Forex trading, guys, is another area, especially, and for me, this is one of the best for me because I train people in this aspect. As a matter of fact, if you want to become part of that group, there's a description, there's a link in the description area where you can join. See, forex market is risky, is because you don't have a good mentor. I used to make a lot of losses there, but until I got a mentor and I got a system that began to help me. And just like one of our trainings that we did, I said, you don't need to trade to make money in Forex. There are other ways you can do it also. All right. So these are some of the high income skills. So if you have a car, you can start use it for this Uber and things. See, nobody owns your life. You are responsible for where you are. And then the next thing is, in this aspect, in that first year, you must be financially disciplined. Track every kobo that comes into you. Just imagine the last 40 years, how much passed through your hands, how much passed through your bank account, and how much did you save? You will see that it is terribly low. So we need to correct that situation. And how? What we do is this: every income that comes your way from this moment, you're going to set aside 20% of that income. It does not matter. Please set aside 20% of it and put it in a safe place. For me, I will recommend, because of what we teach, we always recommend place it in a savings account that gives you high returns. All right. The next thing is, by the time we do this, you organize yourself in the next 12 months. Let's look at what begins to happen in the year 2. In the year 2, you begin to increase your income. How do you increase your income? You see those skills that you've learned, those forex skills. By the way, when you are learning the skills at the beginning, you don't go into forex now thinking you want to make money. I tell people, please, especially my students, I say, when you come into this, don't come that you want to make money. Come to learn. It's after learning that you will earn. What has made a lot of people to lose money in this industry is that the moment they come, I want to double my money, I want to do this. Please, when you come, I tell my friends, can you trade a demo account for 3 months, for 6 months, to learn the process? So now, after you have learned, now those skills that you have learned, the digital marketing skill, the forex skill, and any other skill that you have learned, you now begin to see, how do you monetize it? Then when you begin to think of monetization, the next thing, let's look at, if there are debts that you have, how do we manage it? How do you manage it? Can we structure it? Who are you owing? What are the high interest loans that you are having? Can we discuss? Can we restructure the loans? These are something. And what you will also do now is this: from this moment, you will avoid borrowing. Under no circumstance should you borrow. If the money is not there, it's not there. Don't go borrow, especially for you to satisfy consumption and everything like that. So keep to your means, all right? Then in the second year also, remember, because you've done a kind of mindset building from year 1, which you see this year 2 is so much dependent on what you do in year 1. that is in that mindset development. I tell you, even at this point, I am open to you. You want me to consult with you in this area, I'll be glad to do so with you. You can just put your comments in the comment section, just ask your questions, put in the comment section, and we will attend to you. If we need a one-on-one session, we will arrange on what to do. I'm so much interested in you bouncing back. All right. So you do a business, you start up a business. Now, when we say start up a business, it does not mean you should go and start the business. You are in your year 2, you've not gotten money, you just saved just little. So what do you begin to do when we say start up a business? Do you know that starting up a business starts with having what you call a business plan? That's where you start it from. So you're going to use some time to build a business plan for yourself. That is in the year 2, all right? So now let's look at what are the likely things. You know what? All I'm saying here, they are like framework. It's not cast in concrete. It's like a framework of what you should do. I know by God's grace and wisdom, you will be able to expatiate. We can't say everything in just this short minute. You'll be able to expatiate on what next to do. So from year 3, you have started making some savings in year 1. Now it's time for you to begin to do some investment. Do you understand? And that is why I will encourage, if you find a good cooperative in your year 1, where maybe at the end of year 1 or year 2, you can have access to ×2 of whatsoever you have saved. Then you can take that ×2. You can imagine if you've been saving, you tried everything to save maybe between 20 to 50,000 naira monthly. And then at the end of the year, at the end of 2 years, you can imagine what you have. You can take ×2 of that kind of money from the cooperative. The bank will not give you that, So you can get this thing best done with the cooperative. So the cooperative gives you ×2, and then you can go and invest in the stock market, in the money market. All right. So you can put in shares, just like those of you that have been following us. I told you there are platforms like AfriInvest where you can buy fractional shares. They are like Optimus. We have Optimus application. If you're interested in that, it's down. But you're not starting with that now, guys. You're starting, follow it step by step. By your year 3, you are ready for these things. So at that point in the process, you begin to look at where can I rent a place? Can I put up a small place that I can rent? Now, guys, this is not the time for you to say, I want to build my house that I want to live in. No, this is not the time. What you are after now is, can I put up a small house, maybe room and one room self-contained in a small piece of land that I can rent out, or that I can sell off? What you need now is generating. You want to generate income for yourself. What benefit will it make if you build a house and at the end you need to sell off the house because you don't have money to maintain? But if you think of something that you build to rent and make some income from there, you can use it to now get a house or even have another rental. You understand what I'm trying to say? So you begin to work on this. The next thing, one of the other things you need to now concentrate also in the 3rd year is skill expansion. Begin to expand. Can you expand on the things that you are doing? Can you take more advanced certificates? Let me tell you, there's no time that is too small. There's no time that is too late. I tell you, if you think at the age of 40, the best thing that will get to where you are going is to start a university degree, and you don't have your WAEC, I tell you, you can start it. At the age of 40, how can I start at the age of 40? Wow. Do you imagine if you are to go and start in SS1? SS1 at the age of 40, before you are 46, you finished. And by the way, you remember, because you are an adult, you are intentional. You don't need to go through all the SS1, GS1, GS2, and all these things. You can have a tutor. Within 2 years, a tutor can train you to have the WAEC you want to have. With that, you can apply into a university. I tell you, within a period of 10 years, you become a graduate if you are not and you are interested in becoming one. See, is it not better? 10 years is just by the corner. I'm just giving you the worst case scenario. But then for me, instead of me spending that 10 years on those areas, maybe I will look for a financial college, a financial mentor that will guide me during that period. During that period, you can begin to learn this cyber security. It's not, I'm not interested. I don't know anything about computer. No, it's not about what you know. It's what you want to become. What do you want to become? So you will be ready to apply yourself to what you want to become. Scrum, you can do, there's what we call project management or Scrum Master. Just recently, I personally went for this Scrum Master Agile. I got certified because I felt I needed it. Guys, there's nothing at any age that you want to achieve that you will not achieve. Do you understand? So let's look at in the fourth year, what you will be looking at. This is where you begin to scale. You begin to scale. Look at, guys, this is the roadmap. This is a roadmap. As I said, it's not cast in concrete, but it's something that you can work with. So you begin to think, how do you expand your business? How do you acquire more assets? And then how do you begin to leverage on your network? In the past, you never had good network, but now you need to leverage on network. At this period of time, you see, I've been talking about cooperative. I understand what I'm talking about. A cooperative system helps you to get along more than any, especially when it comes to finances. Do you understand? So you go there, you attend networking events in the area, in the profession that you are. Make sure you meet with people there. Begin to think and scale yourself. And then in the fifth year, we are talking about the financial freedom here now, guys. So you begin to think of diversification. You can begin to think of doing small poultries. You can think of doing small, putting up small businesses and doing. You see, guys, have mentors. You become a mentor to other persons. You begin to have this financial protection and so on and so forth. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at it. Can we just look at the victory shout? What I want you to imagine yourself in the next 5 years. Everything starts with your imagination. Everything starts with your imagination. In the next 5 years, I want you to see yourself earning an income of 1 million naira monthly. Is it possible? Can you type yes in the comment section? Type yes in the comment section. In the next 5 years, you are going to be having a business that is worth over 10 million naira in business. Is it possible? Type yes. I am having a business worth over 10 million naira. All right. Then let's look at landed properties. What I'm doing with you is you setting goals for yourself, guys. So you own at least one landed property, providing a valuable asset and potential rental income. Then in your investment portfolio, you're going to have minimum of 5 million naira. Oh my God. Look at from zero to hero. This is where we are going. I sincerely trust the grace of God in you that you will bounce back again. But just like I said, it has to do with your own commitment, with your own dedication. Can you see yourself in the next 5 years? We often say that you cannot feature in a future that you did not picture. It takes you to picture the future. If you picture the future and you begin to take these steps as God helping you, I can tell you for sure you will achieve your goal. Well, if you get something in this training, I want you to click on the subscribe button if you are not yet subscribed, and click on the notification. There's a bell there. If you are subscribed and you've not clicked on the notification bell, click on the notification bell so that you get notified on future trainings. I want to say a big thank you for being on this program. I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing your success story. Don't forget, make a comment so that you can leave your print on this timeline. Thank you. It's your friend and partner once again, Olusola Popola. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Waking up at dawn, light breaking through, chasing dreams, no time to lose. this race we strive and grind. Motivation fuels the mind. Gonna rise up, we won't fall. Breaking barriers through it all. Step by step our journey's clear. Success is closer, don't you fear. Challenges we face headstrong. In this rhythm